So this is stop counting. Okay. So set timeout is fine. We'll see how set timeout will be running like infinitely. Now here, this is div id equal to counter. Let's say div. Okay. Let this counter start from 0. And I would like to give some styling to my counter. So the styling will be font size. I can give stylings to IDs too. If you guys can remember, we have seen about selectors. ID is a selector. I can style using ID selector too. So padding, I'll say 10 pixel. Margin, I'll say 10 pixel. And color, I'll give some C9. 7890, let's say. I don't know what color it is. And what else? I would like to give a font size. Okay, the font size of 24 pixels, let's say. And let's see what happens over there. So here I click it. Yeah, this is good. So as soon as I say start, this should start counting, and as soon as I say stop, it should stop counting. Let's see how we can do it. So the first is start counting, right? So here I start. So this function is start counting. Okay, in start counting, what I say is now start or count, let's say count equal to true. Let's put a flag saying okay, count equal to true. So this guy told me to start counting. Okay, if no, not here. Now here, what I would like to do is say call a function called count or counter. Let's say call a function called counter. Right now, I'll write counter here. So counter function counter. So here, okay, if count. So if this is true, okay, what am I supposed to do is get first what is the number over there, where number equal to document dot get element by id. So the id is count over there, right? Dot inner html is that function which gives me the number, but the number is string here. Okay, to convert the string, we have a function called parseInt. ParseInt converts a string, a number string, into a number. Now what I want to do is like I want to put back the number. Get element by id counter dot inner html equal to number plus number. Sorry, number plus 1. Okay, this is I want to do, but this should go on forever, right? This should call forever. So for that reason, I say set timeout function. Okay, here in the function, what I do is I call the counter again. I call the counter for every second. Okay, let's see if this works for us or not. Yeah, parseInt is a function which is used to convert a string, a number string into string. Because in JavaScript, okay, a plus operator is a mathematics operator, like addition operator when it is operated on integers, whereas the same plus can be used as concatenation for strings. So it really matters like what kind of operator data type we are using. So in general, document dot get element by id will always return an integer, sorry, a string. So to convert that, we have parseInt. So we have this in previous classes. If you have time, go back to the previous classes, which is called global objects. Go there and you will find the whole videos on parseInt. Okay. So let's see. I'm refreshing. I'll say start. You see there? Can you guys see there? It started counting. Now everything looks fine, but I don't want this to be continued forever. I want to stop. But as of now, it's not stopping. So how do we stop? Okay, so for that, to stop, set timeout. Okay, so in general, set timeout will always return an integer. So all we gotta do is cache that integer. So here I'll say result, whatever set timeout is returning. Set timeout, whatever the code over there. I'm not writing it again. Set timeout some function. Let me write just to avoid confusion. So code and here time in milliseconds. Right? So it always returns this. So to clear this, we have clear timeout of whatever the result here. Alright, so we have a counter function just to stop this particular clear timeout. So set timeout will be cleared now. So as soon as I say stop, what it has to do is, okay, it has to stop it. However, so for that, so we have a function out there, stop counting, right? As soon as I press this button stop, it has to call this function counting. So all this has to do is set the count to false. Okay, and here if this is false, so what I do, I have to take the result here, result equal to, so whenever this is false, means else. If count is true, do set timeout. If that is false, clear timeout of result. Alright, all it has to do is just start this particular thing. Set the count to false. That's it. Let's see what happens. So it keeps on counting. Now, as of now, 159 seconds has been passed. So I'll refresh this. I'll start 1, 2, 3, and I'll stop. It stopped at 3. And when I say again start, it starts at 4, 5, 6. Now I say stop again. And start. So 9, 10. I say stop. It stopped. Okay. Any questions here regarding set timeout? I'll just explain the code again here. Only this piece of code I'm copying out here. I'll copy this code to the class. Only the JavaScript code. So I'm stopping the screen share here. So here I'll rename this to code explanation. So here what we do is paste this and I'll drag here. Oops. Right, now a lot of formatting needs to be done. So I'll explain this. If I explain this, then the set interval will be a little easy for me to tackle with.